We are live on the Miguel and Holly and the Hits 961 Facebook page for Queen City Confessions.
Which you can always submit yours by texting the word HITS along with your confession and sending it to 96893. We keep you anonymous.
Here's the first one. I got approved for an apartment and I will finally be moving out of my parents' house at 25 years old. I haven't told my dad because he doesn't want me moving out, and whenever I talk about it, he gets upset and changes the subject. I'm set to move into my place on June 1st, and he has no clue I even signed the lease.
Oh, dear.
Ugh. I feel like when you have overbearing parents like that, you have to just rip the Band-Aid off because they're going to want you to stay there probably until you get married. And then even then, they may be like,
come on in.
Yeah, come on. The more, the merrier.
You're doing the right thing, obviously. Everyone deserves to, use their wings and grow. I don't know what you do, though. Do you tell dad eventually, or do you just literally the day before you're like, well, I'm moving into the new place, dad?
Ugh.
There's nothing you can do.
I feel like you just have to tell your dad. I mean, listen, unless he's going to foot the bill for you for the rest of your life, you have to get some independence and learn how to live on your own as an adult.
Even if they're willing to foot the bill, it's worth it to explore your own way.
If you have parents like that maybe they didn't want to let you go, maybe you wanted to go to college out of state or somewhere, and they're like, no, you have to stay right here.
Right.
How did you finally get away from them?
That's a good question. I think that is a serious issue because I feel like we are breeding helicopter parents and lawnmower parents and all these parents that are like, sorry, I know what's best for my kids. And then they keep them they're theirs.
Yes.
Like, you don't own your children. Like, they're individuals.
How did you get away from helicopter parents? 1-844-HITS-961.
1-844-448-7961 or text HITS and your message to 96893.
Here's another Queen City confession. My wife has turned into a major Swiftie over the past 5 years. At first, it was a minor love for Taylor Swift, but since we've gone through troubles having a child and figuring out what we can afford, she has become obsessed with Taylor Swift. It's actually scary sometimes.
Oh.
I get scared over how much time she spends looking at Taylor Swift videos, TikTok discussions, and blogs. I don't know if I should say something about her obsession.
What do they say? That if it's disrupting your everyday life, that's when it's maybe an addiction.
Yes.
But I can see because this person said something about going through. Did I hear fertility issues?
Yeah, fertility issues. Yeah.
This can be a form of escape that she's taking,
Right.
and as long as it's not disrupting the ability to go to work or the two of y'all's relationship, but I don't know. It might not last for that long. It might peter out eventually.
Right. Because I feel like sometimes it ebbs and flows where people go through things. But I think if she all of a sudden is like, hey, we're spending our life savings to go see Taylor Swift somewhere, maybe then it's time to have a conversation.
Right.
Here's the last Queen City confession. I woke up Sunday morning to see that I texted my crush while drunk about my love for him, how much I want to be in a relationship and date him, but he doesn't normally go for girls like me. I put all of that in the text. It was all misspelled and the words were missing. I sent it at 2:30 in the morning. He just reacted with a thumbs up emoji. I'm so embarrassed. Not sure if I should say something else.
No.
Do you just have to walk away?
Be done. Just walk away. Just walk away. Just nothing else needs to be said. Okay? You're going to make it worse. Unless the only thing you could do is just go, I'm so sorry, I won't be contacting you again. And then don't.
And then just delete his number and be done.
Yes. Delete, block, just let yourself move on. Because if you think that you're going to be capable of doing that again in the future, sober you needs to prevent that from happening.
And I feel your pain because I was a professional drunk texter back in my single days in my 20s. So I empathize with you and don't feel alone because I did that all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, girl, my emotions were all over the place back in the 20s.
Your emotions were peaked. I don't know if you were going through a second puberty or what, but yeah. A lot going on.
Have you drunk texted someone before? How did you deal with the aftermath? Did you apologize or did you just walk away from the situation? What should this confessor do? Call us up 1-844 HITS 961.
1-844-448-7961 or text HITS and your message to 961.